G'day folks, got a video for you this week, partly to talk about all the exciting things that have been going on in church over the last few weeks, and also let you know about a few things coming up. So it's probably going to go for about 8 minutes, this one, so make sure you've got 8 minutes and see if you can join with me for this moment. First thing, kind of an obvious thing, many of you know Summerdays happened last week, and I want to share with you the results from Summerdays. Like, so many of you worked so hard. I kind of want to say well done initially for all those who provided food, all those who ran the kids teams, all those who did the sign-in, check-out, all the parents who worked so hard to get their kids there and get their kids to invite their friends. Like, it really was quite an amazing week. And so just to give you some of the figures, if that's helpful, basically we had twice the number of kids that we were hoping for. You know, we're kind of hoping for around 40 or 50, but each day we got, first day we got 91, second day 96, third day 101. So, 100 kids each day, which was, it blew us away. It was such a fun vibe, and it was safe, and it all just went so well. So thank you for your prayers and all your hard work. It was worth it. Just to give you a sense of who those kids were, over the 3 days, 132 different kids, came along to the program. Of those 132, only 26 of them were our anchor kids, kids from anchor families. So that means 106 of them were from outside of Anchor. So that's a huge connection point for us as a church, to connect with kids from other families. Now, obviously a bunch of those kids will be from, already go to other churches in the area, and we're trying to figure out exactly how many. But our estimates at the moment is maybe a third of the kids were from other churches, but that leaves about 2/3 likely of kids who came to the program who are from not currently going to any church. So that's massive. 57 non-anchor families, those kids came from that many. So a big connection for us as a church. And as you'll probably know, we invited everyone to come along to church, and the kids program actually really encouraged kids to get there. And look, it poured rain on Sunday from 3:30, so that would definitely have turned some people away. But even so, we had on Sunday, there were 52 new adults and kids visiting with us on Sunday. So it basically doubled our primary school numbers with new kids. And so the flow on into church was massive. And from that, a bunch of people have said they'd like to find out more about church at Anchor, and some people are keen to do foundations. And so there's lots going on. And so if you're there on Sunday and you saw a bunch of new faces, you know what's happening. And this is going to take everything we've got, with as much as you're able, to welcome and love new people as they come our way. We want to see as many lost sons and daughters come and find their home with God. We want to care for people well and love people well. And so yeah, there's lots going on. You can thank God for that, and well done everyone for your involvement. And just on that, I will say, next year, it's likely the kids who came will tell their friends, and so there'll likely be more next year. And so we will need to consider how we build our teams, and we will need more people serving. So if you could kind of try and lock it in your calendar for next year, it'll be the same week in January, and we'd love you to serve and help the thing happen. It's so exciting to be a part of it. So yeah, consider how you can help next year. It's really worthwhile. What else am I going to talk about? This is our final week, this coming Sunday, of our Heading Home series, where we look at the older brother and his reaction to the father's mercy to the prodigal son when he comes home. We've had a number of people, for whom this series has just been perfect. They've really wanted to come home to God, and they're with us at the moment. And please be praying for everyone. And, one more week, so feel free to invite someone to come along to this final week if you'd like to. Off the back of this, as you may know, we run a course called Foundations. We've done that for the last few years. A bunch of you have been to it. Our Foundations course is good for people who are wanting to investigate for the very first time Christianity, but also good for people who want to just have a fresh start and start all over again with God and His church. Foundations is coming up. It starts on Tuesday, the 21st of February. So that's about 3 weeks' time. We're going to be running it at the Cavern Bar Centre in the main street there, and there's plenty of room. So think about if you'd like to come, or think about who you could invite to come. We've got some cards at church. It's a great opportunity for people to dig into the foundations of the Christian faith and get it sorted so that they can grow from there. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's coming up. I'll put the dates here in the email so you can see it again. After this week, after the Heading Home series finishes, we'll be kicking into 1 Thessalonians in church and in home groups. If you're in a home group last year, you can assume that home group's functioning again in 2023 and will kick off next week. If you haven't heard from your leader, do whatever you can do to kind of help your group find its feet again in 2023 after the holiday season. Reach out to your leader, help with communicating. If you've got questions, you can talk to Darcy if you like, but do what you can to get your group rolling again in term 1, and we will be hoping to start a new group as well, new group or 2 possibly in the next week. 2 more things, or one more thing. Another date for you is we've got our AGM, our Anchor AGM coming up in 3 weeks' time. That's going to be on Monday, the 20th of February. Still trying to lock down a location for that, not sure where to have it. But if you can put in your calendar, Monday, the 20th of February, this is going to be a time for us as a church to kind of look at what's happened in the last year, where we're heading next year, and particularly look at the finances that are required for us to function as a church to head in that direction. We vote to receive the budget. We vote to kind of appoint members of our administration team. Put that date aside, join us for the AGM. Whether you're a formal member or not, come along and play your part in helping the supporting structures of church and the resourcing of church to be done really well so that the family can function in a healthy way and grow. And it would be good to see many, many more people come to Jesus and be cared for well and loved well in 2023. So there you go. Lots has been happening. Lots is coming up. I hope you're doing okay. Heading into the back of January, and look forward to seeing you this Sunday for our final week in Heading Home. Love you guys. See you soon.